Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mike K. Back again, finally, with some brand new content. So, for everybody that's new here and those that might not know who I am, my name is Michael Kimbrough. I'm a pro basketball player, and pretty much, if you're here, you probably know that I drop videos trying to help guys get overseas or like tips with basketball or pretty much anything, like just life overseas and anything you can think of for the most part. But without further ado, let's get into it. So it's been probably about 7 months since my last video. I didn't know that it would be that long before I made another one. Honestly, like no lie, I just got on my YouTube channel maybe like a few days ago, and just so happened to look and be like, dang, I ain't dropped nothing in like over half a year. So I'm like, I've been neglecting my people. And oh, by the way, cut the script. Shout out to each and every last one of y'all. Thank y'all for getting me to over 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. So that's how you know I'm long overdue, because before I ain't even crack 100 yet, and y'all kept subscribing even though I didn't drop nothing. I think I'm at like 105 right now, so that's like a major milestone for me, just because I'm not always dropping content. But I'm going to do better at that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna try. I am going to do better at that, for sure. But okay, with that out the way, yeah. It's a topic I want to get into today. It's been a question I've been getting a lot since I've been back home, and that question is pretty much, how do I contact coaches and GMs overseas, and when do I contact them? It's kind of a loaded question. It's simple, then it's not simple. For the most part, you can really hit them up whenever. But there are some ideal times where you hit them up and you have a better chance of getting an actual look and them actually being interested in your services. So with that being said, you pretty much gotta do a little bit of research and see like the ideal time for each season to end. So like, first, find a market that you want to play in, whereas it's in the Asian countries, the Middle Eastern countries, Latin American countries, or Europe. So once you figure out, okay, all right, I want to play in Europe. Well, for the most part, Europe seasons usually last, I'll give you a range from like 6 months to 10 months. So you want to find which country you're trying to get into and when they end. Usually they end around April-ish, May. So an ideal time to start reaching out to some of these teams would be like late May in the early June area, just so like you're in the pretty much in a team's like stratosphere right when they're losing guys or trying to figure out their rosters for the next season, whether they're being relegated or promoted to the next league. That could be a perfect time for you to just slide on in there. As far as like when you're reaching out to these people, definitely I would say here's a few tips. Be professional when you're approached. I feel like, I have another video on my page that kind of gets into this a little bit, but just to have something a little more fresh for you guys, and just be able to sell yourself in a sense, because that's literally what you're doing. Like, you're selling yourself to a team, to a coach, to a GM of the team, and they're gonna want to see what they're gonna get from you. Like, they're spending money for you. They're gonna pay for your apartment. They're gonna pay for your food. They're gonna pay for transportation, etc. So like, you want to be able to let them know who you are, like physically, who you are mentally, like as a person, and how your game documented. So like with your stats, some footage of you playing, at least hopefully at an organized level, so they have something to kind of base it off of. And yeah, just send it out, man, and be prepared. Be prepared to not hear nothing back from a lot of people. Be prepared to hear no, and be prepared for some opportunities to come your way, but maybe they're not, like, maybe they don't line up exactly with what you were expecting. So like if you're a guy, let's just say you just finished college, let's say you played at Division II, and you had pretty good numbers, maybe average like 17 points a game or something, 6 rebounds, solid numbers, and you're looking to make at least, I don't know, $4,000 a month. That could be tough based on your position, because a lot of times, it's like, say you're a guard, and guards are like everywhere, and even in their home country they have natives that are pretty good at the guard position, and that's like they just have so many of them. Like the chances of you coming from a D2 and like finding a job like that, making $4K a month right off the bat fresh out of college, they are slim. Now I'm not gonna say it's not possible and you can't do it, like for sure. Like there are definitely cases where guys go out there and instantly start making good money. But for the most part, you're probably not gonna find that. There's a lot of those teams that are able to pay that amount of money. They're looking for guys that are already somewhat proven, guys that like they played overseas already or have played at a higher level than you have. And yeah, that's where the politics come into play. So you gotta be mentally prepared for that as well. You can't let that discourage you. So, you know, just kind of be open to that. And I don't want to say humble yourself, because like I don't really think it's a matter of being humble, but it's about like understanding the market. You get what I'm saying? And you got guys taking whatever too, so that doesn't help. But anyway, that's no knock on anyone. We're all trying to make it. So with that being said, it is a grind. Don't cheat the grind, man. Don't get easily discouraged. I don't know your journey. I don't know who you are, but if you're watching this video, you haven't ran into anyone who hasn't been through the mud than myself. I've been doubted, counted out, looked past, you name it. And the best thing you can do is to always believe in yourself and in your dreams and where you want to be. So with that being said, it could be months before you hear something back. Days, weeks, who knows? But if this is something you really want to do, you have to be able to not really think about that and continue to push as if you already have something lined up. So if you're a guy that gets easily discouraged, or a girl that gets easily discouraged when you don't see things moving as fast as you would want them to, then this might not be the career path for you. Because hey, at times it can look like you got everything going for you, and then other times it's like, damn, what just happened? So you got to prepare yourself for that. But if you're gonna do this and you want to take this to the next level, you got to be open to that. So that doesn't mean lose faith, because okay, I've been sending out emails and stuff for like a month and a half or whatever, haven't heard nothing back, so I'm cool. I think you're doing yourself a big disservice, because once you put in your mind that you good and you done with it, that's going to show. So let's say you decide that, and like a week or two later, a coach hits you up and say, yeah, we just got back, we just seen your email, sorry for the late response. Who off the band, maybe they were interested in another guy, but that didn't work out. So boom, they hitting you up. You don't care, you just looking for an opportunity. But you already checked out mentally, so you haven't been working out, you haven't been practicing, you haven't been getting mentally ready for it. So now you're like, damn, yeah, I want to take it, but you're not mentally there, probably not there financially. So these are things you want to decide in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, when some of you guys hit me up, I kind of like make sure you're serious about it before I really like dive into like how I can help, because I get messages all the time from people that are like trying to get somewhere, but it takes a certain type of determination to do this and be in this field. So like if I feel that you don't have it, or like you don't really have the professionalism, like approaching me, I'm not gonna stick my neck out there or like take time from myself grinding or doing whatever to try to help you out, because I know it's not gonna stick just based on the encounter we had. So like that's just something to keep in mind when you're hitting up people other than myself. Like you always want to come professional. You always want to come like you are about your business. You get what I'm saying? Because that's gonna make people more likely to help you. And another point I want to hit on is finances. So if you're a person that's over here now and you're looking for a deal, you definitely got to train, got to work out, get right mentally. It's all important, super important, especially your mental. Don't sleep on that, super important. But your money, also important. If you can get a job where you can line it up with your schedule to where you can work and still do all those things I just said, please do it. Because yes, you can get a contract somewhere and they pay. Now the pay might not be great or it might be decent for you, but I always say go over there with some cushion money. What I mean by cushion money is you have money in times of like not rough times, but in case your team wasn't able to pay you on time for the first month, or hell, sometimes it's 2 months, 3 months, who knows, or something came up back home and you got to send some money or you got to pay for something. You never know. So you don't want to strictly go overseas with pretty much no money and saying, well, I'm going to make $3,000 a month from this team, or $5,000 a month, or $2,000 a month from this team. So like I'm gonna have it, and you go over there with pretty much no money, because you might be in a situation where you're not getting paid right away, and now you got bills back home. If you're like me, I had plenty of bills back home, student loans, car note, etc. So you don't want to have like stuff bringing you down, because that's just gonna take you out of your element mentally, and you're not gonna be able to perform while you're out there, and that's just gonna tank your career. So definitely try to go over there with some cushion money. Depending on the length of your season, you know, you kind of vary that with, I would say, $2,000 each month you're going to be over there. So like if you're going to be over there 6 months, you want to do 2 times 6, 12,000. Now you probably don't need 12,000, but you know, like just try to save up as much money as possible, and you know, make sure you're cool, because anything can happen. Look, I have to make a whole new video to really dive into the possibilities and different parallel universes of things that can happen when you're traveling abroad, but that's important. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Like as far as like how to go about hitting these people up and the time to do it, but just be confident. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're doing it, have confidence in yourself, have confidence in your abilities, and don't take it personal. And when you don't hear nothing back for a while, or if someone says no, that's no indictment on you, there's no indictment on your game, they just might not. There's many things that go into why a team might not want you or need you at the moment. It's not always because they don't think you're good enough. So don't let that sink into your head that, oh, no one hit me back, so maybe I'm not ready for this, or I'm not good enough. Like that's not always the case. But you know, that's why you're here working too. So you're here working hard every day to, if that was their thought, prove them wrong. Simple. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of this video. I'm gonna make another video to kind of describe the end of my season and like how that went. Wasn't good. Got injured, but we gonna get into that. And yeah, man, like I said, appreciate it for the 100 subscribers. Let's try to get that to 150 now. So if you can, like and subscribe, but definitely like this video just to get it in the algorithm so other hoopers like yourself can see this and they probably had the same question or want to, you know, just need answers, and maybe they can come to this video, see other stuff, and boom, that's how we all help each other. So like the video, share it, and peace out.